This lesson is going to be an introduction to polynomials, basically a vocabulary lesson for the new concept of polynomials. A term is a number, a variable, or the product of a number and or a variable. A polynomial is a group of terms connected by either plus or minus. And in a polynomial, they only contain whole number exponents. There are no fractional exponents in a polynomial. A coefficient is the number that's in front of a variable. So if I had a term 3x, the 3 would be my coefficient. And then a constant term is a term without a variable, or a term that's only a number. So if I had a term like, I don't know, 17 would be considered a constant term. The degree of a term is the sum of all of the exponents on a variables that are in a term. So if we're looking at the polynomial 2x cubed y squared plus 3xy squared minus 9, there are 3 terms. So let's take a look at what each degree of the terms would be. So the first term is 2x cubed y squared. My exponents are 3 and 2, so if I add them together, the degree of that term would be 5. In my next term, 3xy squared, the exponents are 1, even though it's not written, and 2, so 1 plus 2 would be 3. And then the negative 9, the constant term, has no variables, so it does not have a degree. The degree of the entire polynomial as a whole is the greatest degree of any term. So in the polynomial that we just looked at the terms, the greatest was a 5th degree term, so the polynomial is entirely a 5th degree polynomial. If we're looking at the example 2x cubed plus 3x plus or minus 4, this one would be a 3rd degree. This term would be a 1st degree, and then that would not have a degree as it's a constant term, so that would be a 3rd degree polynomial. Standard form is when you have your terms written in exponential decreasing order. So if you look at the example we have is written standard form as it is the highest exponent all the way down to the constant term. However, you could technically simplify this because you could combine these as they are like terms. They have the same variable and the same exponent. So you really could say that that expression really is 3x to the 5th power, and then negative 4x cubed and 6x cubed gives me plus 2x cubed minus 2x squared plus 3x minus 9. And then the leading coefficient is once you have your polynomial written in standard form, it's the coefficient on the first term. So in the case of what we have, the polynomial up top, leading coefficient would be 3 because the coefficient of the first term is 3. And then lastly, we have 3 special types of polynomials. A monomial, the prefix mono means 1, so we have 1 term. A binomial, prefix bi means 2, so it's a polynomial with 2 terms. And then tri, the prefix tri means 3, so there are 3 terms. Every other type of polynomial is just referred to as a polynomial.